Yo, my dudes, what's going on? David here, and welcome to another reaction. This episode, we are diving into That 70s Show, Season 1, Episode 15, called That Wrestling Show. Hopefully, you've been enjoying the series. Hopefully, you are having a wonderful day. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Head on over to Patreon for the full, uncut, unedited reactions over there. Episodes extra early over there as well. But with that being said, buckle your seatbelts. Let's ride.
No, we so did it. You're always saying that you did it.
Oh, they did it.
Kelso,
They
she
did it.
wears the pants and they have never come off.
Look at my face. This is the face that did it. Holy smokes, I think he did it.
Right?
Kelso did it!
Woo!
Come on, you're not even fighting back.
There's a reason, right?
Don't forget, fans, this Saturday night, program the National Guard Armory in Kenosha, Wisconsin.
So I just said to myself, I don't care if all I have is dirty laundry and no money. I'm going home to see my parents because I love them very much.
Oh my.
Right? Red's all like,
Well, you look at these.
Yeah, Mom, all the girls are wearing them.
Now you screwed yourself when you didn't return those books. Now go.
Okay. No.
ooh. Is he gonna stand his ground? Oh no. You do not want to go down this road,
Did you
Eric.
say no?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Talk to you. Boom, 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 boom.
Wisconsin! Well, all right!
Oh my god.
Threats aren't gonna work, Kitty.
In the middle of every newspaper you're reading, every nap you're taking, every football game you're watching, I'll be there talking.
Ooh. I love it, Kitty. I love it.
Well, yeah, I returned the books. That was kind of stupid.
You said it was stupid, Daddy.
Okay,
Laurie, go
okay.
somewhere. Somebody get Laurie out of here.
Eric, what are you gonna do this weekend?
Oh, me and the gang are going to catch that wrestling match in Kenosha.
Red is joining
well,
in.
Isn't that something? Because a certain Mr. Red Foreman used to wrestle in high school.
I think I'm gonna like therapy.
I think therapy's gonna like you.
No, don't do all those woos. We don't need
Jackie, what are you
woos.
doing here? You hate wrestling.
Michael likes it. And anything that Michael likes, I like. Because I like Michael.
That's my girl.
Oh my god.
Fine. You drive.
Red?
You know, on second thought, you should drive. After all, tonight I'm just one of the gang. This isn't gonna work, you know. We're gonna kill each other.
Well, fine, kill each other. Just do it together.
Kitty.
Bob, this isn't about us.
It's about
It's
you.
about you. And you need friends. And beer.
Hey, how stupid do you think I am?
Why don't we grab a beer and we'll talk it over?
Trying it so hard.
No.
Well then, Bob, you're on your own.
See how you drive people away?
Okay, you see the guy getting in the ring? That's Rocky Johnson.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at The Rock. Oh my god. It's Matt. Matt Hardy. Matt and Jeff. Oh my god.
And give me a beer, son. Okay, Dad, sure. And
Was
a
that
beer for
fast?
my dad.
Was it Fez?
You're not gonna get me that beer, are you?
What seems to be the problem, son?
Fez, why'd you show up? I think that's Ken Shamrock, or however you pronounce his name.
Hey, Rocky Johnson. Hey, Mr. Johnson, sir, may I have your autograph? Gave that team of midgets an ass whooping, sir.
You pile drive a little guy, and the whole crowd turns on you. And then when you're standing there wondering what they're booing about, you get bit on the kneecaps. What do you mean? Midget bites.
I wonder if you mind giving my son an autograph.
No. No
What?
autographs.
Look, pal, I might be the only guy in here who's actually killed a man.
What'd you get? Bob the Man.
It all started about 6 months ago when Midge got a subscription to Cosmo.
Laurie, you're mean to your brother and you're screwing around at college. We don't even see you unless you run out of clean clothes or need cash. The fact
Oh,
is, you're
shoot,
an
she's being
ungrateful,
real.
spoiled brat.
She's being real right now. Is that Ted Mosby?
Well, thank you. That was nice. I
Oh, no,
love
that's
you,
not him.
honey.
All right, let's
Oh.
piece, huh?
Oh. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Woo!
God damn,
He's
I'm
lying.
sorry.
He's pretending.
I'm so sorry. Look, I had no
Come
idea.
on, Eric. You gotta see it coming.
This is a really difficult time for me. The last thing I need is a doctor who doesn't take me
Oh, my
seriously.
God.
I need to find
Come
someone I
on.
can talk to.
So, you ever go to a party?
Okay.
Yo, she's so gullible. All right. Season 1, episode 15 of That 70s Show. The show is too fun, man. This show is too fun. It's all right. So, you guys are probably going to laugh. So be it. Laugh at me. Get your laughs in. Growing up, and, you know, obviously I speak for myself, but what my opinion is, or what my opinions are, I feel like 90% of boys when they were young loved this kind of wrestling. Again, it's just me. It's just my opinion. So I could be way off. It's not like a statistic that I'm pulling up and saying, these are the facts. No. But I would say the majority of little boys loved wrestling. And so I remember, you know, growing up and obviously being very fond of wrestling and, you know, going to my first set of wrestling matches and, you know, how memorable that was for me. Going with my dad and my uncle and my older brother, like those are the moments that, you know, they carry with you forever. You know what I mean? Those are just, I don't know, for me at least. Again, I'm just speaking for myself, but the fact that they included, you know, actual wrestlers in here playing pretend wrestlers, well, not pretend wrestlers, but like actual wrestlers playing different characters, different wrestlers in this, I was shocked, to be honest. I was not expecting anyone besides The Rock, because it looked like The Rock was on the, you know, the thumbnail when I clicked it. The fact that there were the Hardy Boys in there and it looked like Ken Shamrock and, you know, maybe even a few others that I didn't, you know, visually see, that's awesome to me. You know, that alone to me bumps the rating up for this episode just because of the, like, the nostalgia. It's just, I don't know, wrestling, I mean, and I still to this day, you know, I don't follow it like I did when I was a kid, but, you know, here and there I'll, you know, look up on it and check it out and see, you know, it's just entertainment, you know. It's, a lot of people don't understand, you know, oh, it's fake. Yeah, we know it's fake. It's the stories being told. The wrestling is just sort of an added bonus, you know? The movies we go to watch, they're fake. It's something about the entertainment that just, you know, if it's entertaining, it's entertaining. And so the fact that they added those characters in here, I thought was really cool. The stories being told in this episode were really cool as well, because I've, you know, I mean, this is the first time I've ever watched this show. And we're 15 episodes in, and Red is always so hard on Eric. Always. But then when Laurie comes around, it's like this old sweet little innocent Red. Oh, anything for my baby. So it's like, it's one of those like, ugh. And that's how it is in life though. Where I feel like, I mean, again, I could be wrong. This is just me talking off of what I feel. Fathers tend to be tougher on their boys because they want to make a man out of them. And then vice versa, where women are tougher on their, you know, daughters because, you know, they want them to grow up to be a, you know, an independent woman and, you know, all that good stuff. And so I think that's why the term, you know, daddy's little girl and mama's boy even exists, because the opposite sex parent wise always treats you like a baby. You know what I mean? So, you know, my mom treats me like a baby, where, you know, for the longest time she would do my laundry and cook me breakfast and all that stuff, where for my sister it would be like, oh, go cook yourself. You know what I mean? And it's like, but then the reverse way would be, you know, my stepdad would always make me go out and do all this labor outside, which is fine, whatever. It needs to be done. It needs to be done. But my sister would never be out there with us. So, you know what I mean? So it's just one of those things that, like, I don't know. It's funny. It's just the way life is for the most part. I'm not saying for everyone, but for mostly everyone. And so the fact that we see that being the story in this episode, I think it's really cool to see, because Kitty is, you know, over it. You know, she's over the fact that Red is always so, you know, perfect towards Laurie, but then so he only disciplines Eric. And so she gets the idea that, oh, if the boys are going out to a wrestling match, Red's going out to the wrestling match, because she wants them to hang out, have a good time, and be, you know, create a friendship. And so, I don't know, the way they did it was just, I don't know, it was done so brilliant. The show is always done with, you know, such thoughtful writing behind it. The funny, I mean, to me, whenever I watch a comedy, if the stories and the characters mean something to me, the comedy is an added bonus, you know? Because I mean, I'd be lying if I said I didn't come into the show hoping for a lot of comedy, because that's a lie. You watch a comedy show to laugh. But there's a few comedy shows that I've been watching that, like, even if there's not something funny going on, at least not that I find funny, it's still really fun to watch. And so The Good Place would be one of those where, like, not all the time is it like hilarious, but the story is it's written so well that it just makes the show so much fun to watch. And then here, where a lot of the time I'm laughing my ass off in the show, but even the times that I'm not laughing my ass off and it's a little more serious, or, you know, the humor isn't really hitting me how it should, I'm still enjoying every moment of it. You know what I mean? And so it's just really cool to see the stories being told in this one, just because they touch home for me. You know what I mean? Like I mentioned with the wrestling, and also with, like, you know, the parents and everything like that. The other story that's going on is that Mitch, it's like Mitch is trying her best to be, you know, find her purpose in life. Find that she's in the like, I wouldn't call it a midlife crisis, but she's definitely in a moment where she feels like she's not doing anything. And so obviously in the previous episode, she was, you know, trying to find herself, going to seminars and stuff like that, and Bob wasn't too happy about it. And so now here we have her going to therapy, and obviously, you know, the therapists in this particular episode are really out for one thing when it comes to her, which is, you know, obviously upsetting to see. But, you know, she's very gullible at this point, because she's so like, she just wants to, find her purpose, that she's just willing to, in a sense, be taken advantage of. And so obviously she invites Kitty to go with her. It got real when Kitty was supposed to like open up and, tell how she's feeling or whatever. But then it was pretty obvious that the therapist didn't care anything about any of that stuff. They just wanted to do what they wanted to do. And then at the end, obviously, we see her go to another therapist, and he's pretty much doing the same thing. And so it sucks on Bob's part, because he's your typical, guy, especially back then, where, he doesn't want his wife to do anything but just, the home stuff. Be at home, cook, love me, be happy that you're my wife. Men, that is a shitty way of going about life, man. That is a shitty way of going. Like, if you're still doing that, you need to reevaluate, man, because that is a shitty way to go about life. Don't get me wrong. If I could support my family without, my significant other having to work, by all means, I would want to do that. But I would never make that significant other feel like they couldn't do anything, or like, they couldn't have a job just for the sake of being outside of the house, or, stuff like that. Like, I would never, it would drive you literally nuts, literally only seeing your kids and then your husband all day, every single day. It's the same thing. No, like, I don't know. To me, it's like, even if you don't need the money, you should still have a job just to get out there. You know what I mean? Just to be able to socialize, and, not that everyone wants to hear gossip and drama, but to be able to hear it and be a part of it, in a sense, is way better than just, every day waking up, doing the same routine, cleaning around the house, washing dishes and doing laundry and taking care of nah, that's not a life that I would want for, a significant other of mine. And so it sucks to see that Bob's like that, but that's his character. You know what I mean? There's so many men like that. It's just sad to see. But yeah, man, I don't know. The stories being told, man, are just so much fun to watch. Even when I go back and re-edit all these, and I'm just, re-watching them while I'm editing them, and I'm just like laughing my ass off, and it's just a really good time. And every time I get onto that 70s show, I expect a really good time, and I never get disappointed. So that's the episode. Hopefully you enjoyed the review. Hopefully you enjoyed the reaction. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Head on over to Patreon for the full, uncut, unedited reactions over there. Unfortunately, that is all the time I have for this episode. I will catch you guys later. Bees, guys.